I got my visa approved to the USA, guys. So yeah, visa experience video alert. Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Engineer Samiksha Tamang, and in today's video I'm gonna share how my visa interview for F-1 visa in USA went. So stay tuned, guys, and if you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. I know that you are in this video because you are either applying to the United States of America or you have already booked your visa interview dates, right? So I guess you guys know how to speak in English. That's why I'm gonna speak in English for this entire video. And for my Nepali viewers, if you want this video to be made in Nepali language, I will also do that maybe in future, but as I'm focusing mostly on the international students, as they do understand the English, so I hope you guys will understand. So let's start my visa experience, guys. As you guys know that we receive an official document from university called I-20. So as soon as I received my I-20, I was like really quick to book my appointments. It was 16th of November, and I checked the booking appointments date available for the visa interview, and I found out there were lots of slots opening already, because nowadays like lots of people have stopped applying for USA. So the visa interview dates, they were like easily available. So there was dates on 24 November, then on 22nd November, and it was like within the time of 1 week. So by looking at all the all of my schedules, so I booked my visa interview on 24th of November. So it was just 1 week before that my visa appointment was booked. So I was really nervous, but however I thought that I was ready, I am confident. So I went straight for the interview, as I was outside of the valley, outside of our capital city, which is Kathmandu. So I had to travel from my home to the Kathmandu. So I traveled almost like 3 days prior to the visa appointment. And then I was not that much stressed, okay, and huge thanks to my friends and my seniors who really helped me to prepare for my visa interview. And yeah, huge thanks to Somnath, because he taught me a lot, and my other friends like Yuvraj, my seniors such as Madhav Khadel, huge thanks to them, because they provided me lots of guidance and mentorship through all of this process, and especially my brother called Amod Khatiwada. And moving on, went to the capital city 3 days prior, and then I was like really chill at that time. So I have prepared a list of questions, not really hard, but those questions that you should answer it more politically, more you have to be prepared for those answers. So I have written all those answers in my notebook, so I prepared like that. However, I was not that much tensed at all. I went to visit places all over the Swayambhunath. There is a place called Singletree, so I had a really great time over there. We went over there, was the view with my mother and my sisters. And just 1 day before my visa interview, yeah, I did prepare a little bit. So I wouldn't say that I didn't prepare at all, because I'm not that much confident, However, I did prepare a lot for my visa interview. And on the day of my visa interview, it was scheduled for 2:45 in the day. So I went to the Embassy of United States of America, which is situated in Kathmandu, with my mother and my sister. I think I arrived at about 1 p.m. and they waited for me outside of the embassy, and I entered the embassy with my necessary documents, all right. And then I was in a little bit long queue. However, the time didn't take that much. So as soon as I entered all of my details into the form, then I was allowed to enter the embassy finally. But as soon as I entered, there was a really long line of applicants. So I had to wait almost 1.5 hours maybe, and until I gave my visa interview, it was way past 2:45 p.m. So if you are going to give your visa interview soon, then I suggest you that you go a little bit more earlier, maybe 2 hours or 2.5 hours earlier, because of course you are gonna be seated in a way, so and it's gonna take a lot of time doing your biometrics, and yeah, it's gonna take a lot of time. So I was waiting in the queue. So as soon as I entered the embassy, there was a sitting and waiting area in the garden. And then there were lots of people of various type of applicants, such as tourist visa, student visa. So I was there, not that much nervous. However, I was talking to other people beside me, and we were like exchanging how to answer some type of question, how to present yourself. So it went really good until that time. And then I was like, really, of course, I wanted to go to the washroom, which was inside the interview hall. So I went to the washroom, and while I was passing through the crowd, which was like giving like biometrics and interview, it was like really oh my god, the environment was was way different, because the embassy contains a lot of things that indicates the symbols of USA, such as the flags, the Statue of Liberty. So I was like, okay, I deserve this, I deserve to be in USA. So I was like not getting that nervous, I was just happy, and because it looked so standard, and I believe that yeah, this is for me. So I went to the washroom, and then again we were like sent to inside the interview hall for taking our biometrics, like taking our pictures, and then at last I was sent to the interview line. So almost after like two I think more than 2 hours, yeah, finally my turn came. So there was like almost there was like 4 interviews at that time, starting from the right. There are like one really beautiful and cute lady, and then another one like a little bit older lady, and another 2 were like 2 guys who were taking the interview, right? When my turn was coming, I saw and I noticed that the first woman from the right, she was like really cheerful, warm and loving. The way that she was questioning the applicants, it was like really good. She was asking question like, hello, hi, welcome to the embassy, Sanji hununcha. She was like trying to speak Nepali too. I think she learned a lot of Nepali too. So I was like praying that because a rest of 3 interviewers, they were like a little bit like they were like serious. However, this woman, she looked so cheerful, and she looked so warm and welcoming. So I was praying to God that please I want you to assign me to her. But I was like, however, if there is like no luck, what can I say, right? So I think that I deserve something, so I'm open to whatever God has planned for me. And then I was like waiting in the line, and then suddenly one girl from whose interview was in the morning, like about 9:45 a.m. she missed her appointment, right? So the staff called her, and she placed just in front of me in the line. So I was like, okay, this must be some sign from the God, So I was like, okay, this must be really something, this must mean really something for me. And then when my turn came, right, that staff member, he sent me to that woman that which I was praying to be assigned to. So I was really, really happy. And then I was like, okay, I got this. Well, I was walking past this interviewer, and finally I went to my interviewer, who was like cute and like really beautiful interviewer. This is like cheerful side. However, as you guys know that there is like lots of visa rejection happening over in Nepal. I don't know about other countries. However, like in Nepal, in a day, maybe like just 2 or 3 people are getting visas, right? And that is only for, I think, fully funded students only. And while I was waiting in the queue, I saw that lots of people were rejected. Like, I know that they were giving their answers, right? However, the interviewers, they were giving them white slip rejection. And I was like, whenever I reached to the front of the queue, I was like, oh my god, my heart started pounding like it's gonna come out of my chest. So I was like really, really scared. So as soon as I went for my interview, to give my interview, I was really nervous, all right? I felt like the muscles in my face, they were like stretching or contracting both at the same time. My lips, I couldn't feel them, but however, I was determined that I would answer all those questions, right? So I was like, I took deep breath, and then like I stepped a little bit back, and then I was like, okay, yeah, I was talking like this, with my hands. I was talking with my body too. I was like really determined that I will answer anything the interviewer asks for me. So as soon as I reached to my interviewer, so she asked me some really good questions to calm me down. So she asked me like, okay, so you are studying in Florida Atlantic University? And I said, yeah, official. So it's situated in a really beautiful place of Florida Estate, so it's gonna be really a special place for me. And then she said, why is this university which is situated in Florida is so special for you? And then I said that of course this university is special for me because this university mainly focuses on marine, which is like ocean related research. So I guess that because it's really accessible to all those Atlantic Ocean, so it's really special for me, that because I am more interested in ocean related research. And then she asked me, like, are you married or not? And I told that I'm not married because I was focused in my academic career, but however, let's see in future. And then she said, what are your hobbies? And I answered, like, mainly academically, my hobbies are mechanical engineering, mathematics, and science. And I answered that apart from my academic, hobbies, I really do love videography, dancing, and then playing, and also visiting to new places. And then she continued, so what kind of dance do you do? And I said that I do my traditional dance called Tamang Selo, which is really famous over here in Nepal. And then another one is I also do like hip-hop songs. And then she was like, okay. And she like told me to pass my documents. She was like looking at her computer like this and like this. And then finally she asked me that how did you find this scholarship, right? Because I am going for my PhD in mechanical engineering. And then I told her that while visiting the websites of different universities, then I found the profile of this professor, and his research topics are similar to my research interests. So I emailed him, I talked with him, and we had like several meetings, right? And then that's how I got the scholarship. I believe that he really saw the potential in me to contribute to his team. So after that questions, she like left all the things, right? She left all the computing, all the like processing things, and then she was like, so how is your research going to like hamper or like going to affect the environment, right? And I was like, okay, this is the last question she has asked me, and I have to answer this more confidently, right? And then I was like, okay, since we are going to produce a clean electricity, so it's not gonna hamper the environment, right? And for like for the marine environment, we're continuously studying, and we're gonna do research on how to reduce the effect to the marine environment to the minimum. So she was like, okay, that's nice. And also, one question I forgot, that she asked me like, will you tell me about your research? So I told about research, and then that's how, and then I think that's all of those questions that I was asked. My hobbies, my marital status, and the university, my research, how I made this professor, or how I got that scholarship, and finally one last question, like looking into my eyes. And then after that, she like took pink slip from under her decks. I was like, and like, wow, I really got this. And then all the persons behind me in the queue, they were like, wow, like I heard someone saying wow, and I was like, okay, well done, so make sure you did it. And then she started writing all those things in her, like as you guys can see. She told me that please send your social media links and set it in public, because she wasn't able to access to my Instagram links. As soon as I knew that I got pink slips, then she asked that is there any questions for me? And I said maybe, like, because I didn't have any questions to ask her, I just casually asked her, okay, can I know your name? And then she was like, no, I'm sorry, we cannot say that with you. So that's what it. And then she provided me the pink slip, and I was told to set my Instagram link, like Instagram profile, public, because he was able to access it, and then I guess that's pretty much it. And then I grabbed the pink slip, I grabbed my documents, and then I started running towards the gate. And then one of the staff came over me, and she told me, please run slowly, walk slowly, because accident gonna happen, because you are so excited. And I was like, okay, I have to listen to her, because of course I'm gonna fall if I run quickly. So I started walking slowly, but as soon as I came outside of the hall to the garden area, I was like, oh my god, I did it. I did it, because nowadays they are not giving any green slips, like fully accepted slips to the applicants. So pink slips, like any other applicants were not getting it. So I think for almost like 2 to 3 hours only I got the pink slip. So I think almost only one applicants from prior 2 to 3 hours got accepted. So I was like really happy. And then I went past the embassy gate, and then I crossed the road through the zebra crossing, and like there were lots of people outside the embassy, right? And they were like they came like this, and then they started asking me how was interview. And then actually, while crossing through the road, I was like showing this to everybody, because my mother and sisters, they were like waiting for me away from me. However, they could see me crossing the road, right? So yeah, I couldn't see them from afar, but however they can see me, right? Because there were so few people coming from the another side of the road. So, and I was like showing this one, and everybody came and say, what happened? And I said, pink slip. Yeah, I got pink slip. I got accepted. And everyone was like, I couldn't see. I haven't met my mother and sister, right? And everyone came and they were like, oh, congratulations, you are really lucky, you nailed it, you did great. And then I was like, wow, I have really achieved something, like all those strangers, they are really happy for me. And they told that none of the students have gotten pink slip in like almost starting from the morning. So I guess I knew that I was like among like 2 or 3 students that got visa approved that day. I met with my sister and my mother. My mother was in little bit of tears. I mean, like she was really happy. That those were like happy tears. I could confirm that. And then oh my god, I was really happy. I was like really like shaking, and then as soon as I met with my parents and my guardians, and then I called to my father, who was in my home back. So I called him, and then I called him Bua. So hello Bua, I got the visa to the United States of America. And then I called all of my my brother, my sister-in-law, and and all rest of my relatives. I called all of them, and then we stopped by a restaurant to have some lunch, because of course I was waiting for almost like 3 hours inside the embassy, and I was like just standing for straight 3 hours. So like I was really hungry. 3 of us went to the nearby restaurant ahead of it was in front of the embassy, and then we had like really good lunch over there, and then we clicked lots of photos. And yeah, as you guys can see over here, I'm gonna put it here, the photos. Look at my happiness, guys. So I was really happy. And then yeah, that's how my entire US visa interview went, guys. अमेरिकाको भिजा पाएको मान्छेको अनुहार यस्तो हुन्छ। यताखेरि साथी बहिनी छ, बहिनीलाई चाहिँ अलिक उज्यालो एन्टी लाइट परेको, एन्टी लाइट परेको ल यस्तो हेर। बहिनीको आजको यो ड्रेस पनि काम लाग्यो मलाई, एकदम स्मार्ट देखिसक्यो। पनि अब नेक्स्ट टाइम अमेरिका जानु भयो एकदम लकी छ है। म त्यही भन्ला थिए कस्तो लाग्छ। या I guess that I have shared the most beautiful moments of my life with you. I guess that you guys will learn something from me, from this video. Maybe it was helpful or it wasn't helpful. It depends, because what I have to say is that feel confident, because of course you have to feel confident from within. Even you are nervous, you have to do your thing, right? Because no one's gonna do it for you. You have to do it yourself. You should be nervous because it's like a natural feeling. However, you should do what you have to do, right? Because your future is in your hands. So yeah guys, I think you don't have to stress that much about visa interview, because as a student, the normal question asked are just like, where are you going, where are you gonna stay, like tell me about university and etc. How are you gonna fund yourself, and if you are a fully funded student, there's like no way they're gonna ask that question, right? Because I don't have to spend even $1 for my education, for my like bills, for my room rent and my apartment. So it's like completely free. I don't have to spend even $1 through my entire PhD journey. So I think that question doesn't stand for me. However, if you are a student, then please feel confident, because that's how I got my US visa. And I guess this will be the end of the video. If you have any questions related to the visa interview, you can ask me. And if you are Nepali people who is watching this video and want me to make this video in Nepali language, then I'm like really happy to make it, because of course it's been like 2 months since I gave the visa interview. However, the experience is still so fresh. I mean, like the feeling, I'm so proud of myself. And for students like who are really confused about how the pink slip works, is just that you have to check the visa status in the website provided by the US government, right? So when you are issued a pink slip, then you will have to check that how when your visa got from rejected, sorry, not rejected, from I think it shows like, just like it shows it's pending, right? And then after pending, after a few days, it will get changed into approved, and after a few, like maybe almost 2 or 3 business days, it will change into issued. So that's how you know that you are going to the United States of America. So I think it took almost like 3 or 5 days for me to get my visa finally approved and then issued, and finally I went to pick up my passport with the US visa stamp on it, and I was really happy. I think I was the second or third person to receive my passport that day, because of course I had so much work to do in that day after I pick up my passport. So all of these things happened really quickly for me. I booked my visa interview at November 16 and to give it at November 24. I mean, I hope you understand, right? So it was like really quick. So the process was really quick, and I was really happy that I got it. And now I'm staying at United States of America. I'm enjoying life over here. Let's see what happens. However, yeah, best of luck guys if you're gonna go give your visa interview. Thank you guys for watching, and if you have any questions, and please feel free to drop it down, okay? And don't forget to subscribe and share it with your friends who are like applying to the USA. And if you have already been approved, then you welcome to the United States of America. Bye.